With deep love, let us think of God. All the divine incarnations, and especially in this holy place, let us think of Mother Mary, Saint Joseph, and the Prince of Peace, Lord Jesus, Jesus the Christ. Let us think of all the saints and sages of all religions, and especially at this holy place, let us think of Saint Clare and Saint Francis. Let us think of all the masters of all times and all places, and especially masters of Kriya lineage. With deep love, through our every breath, let us be grateful, joyful, and full of spirit. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Om. Amen. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev, we from different parts of the world have assembled here in the holy city of Assisi to spend a few days as pilgrims along with our own Guru-given sadhana, reflecting upon the value in humanity, I, from my heart, give my love to all of you. Again, I bow to all of you. A little ago, we listened to beautiful, melodious, devotional songs. God has given us a voice, each one of us, mouth to speak. From morning till we go to bed, even during dream, we also speak. What do we speak? What is the content in our daily talk, conversation, communication? Is it loving, good, helpful, spiritual, or ego, emotion, jealousy, fear, unhappiness, frustration, and so on. Just let us think. In India, there was a very famous poet, and he was the court musician of the Mughal emperor Akbar. His name was Tansen. It is said that he had such mastery over music. In classical Indian music, there are different ragas. If he would sing, there will be cloud in the sky. If we'll sing, the lamp will burn automatically. The fire will manifest. Elemental control with the music. I saw a musician, a monk. While playing the instrument, he entered into samadhi. Playing tabla in samadhi. I have seen him. I'm talking of this Tansen. Akbar was telling, "Oh, Tansen, you sing so beautiful." Tansen replied, "You are praising my song. You have not listened to the singing of my Gurudev. If you would listen to his song, you will no more like my singing. Invite your Gurudev." Oh, my Gurudev, he would never come. Why? I am the emperor. He said he doesn't care anybody except God. He never sang for anybody other than God. Then how to listen to his song? If mountain cannot come to Muhammad, Muhammad will go to the mountain. I will go to him. He said, "You will not sing. If you go as emperor, all the people will follow, court will follow, protocol. He will not sing. If you want to listen to his song, go as an ordinary person, sit incognito, in a humble way, he might sing. Or you can listen to his singing." His name was Swami Haridas, because of whom Lord Krishna manifested himself as a Banka Vihari. In Vrindavan, that temple is there. He sang only for God, not for anybody. You just think, Mirabai, a lady saint of India, a princess, a queen, she left everything. People thought she's mad. She sang only for her beloved, none else. Sant Kabir is telling, "Kahat Kabir, jo mukha Ram nahi, so mukha dhul bhari, bhajore bhaya, Ramo Govinda Hari." Kabir is telling, my friends, listen, my brothers and sisters, if anybody's mouth is not singing the song of God, is busy with worldly talk, his mouth is filled, or her mouth is filled with dust. At some place, Sant Tulsidas said that those who do not sing the song of God, their voice is like the crow. Yesterday evening, while coming back, and we saw tiny birds were flying. This morning also, hundreds and hundreds of a special breed of tiny birds. So I was thinking of what type of bird it is, because in India, in our villages, we used to see it. Its name is Chataka. So its English name is Jacobian cuckoo, something. It is sparrow-like, but not sparrow, black color, and they fly very fast. In traditional Indian belief, these birds, they don't drink water on the ground. Water in the lake, water in the river, no. The traditional belief, in the poetic description, it is said, it only drinks the rain water not fallen on the ground. While it is falling, it will drink, otherwise it doesn't drink. But let it be. If a bird is thinking that I need purity, purity in water, and purity means the grace of God, how is our mind? My loving ones, we all are pilgrims in this holy place. My Gurudev used to say, a pilgrim is not a real pilgrim, one who doesn't know the soul within. When one is forgetting the soul and wandering from one place to the another place, is a foolish one. Antastha atmanam ajam na drishtva brahmanti mudhaha giri gauhareshu. Without finding the soul within, the fools go from cave to cave, mountain to mountain. Then he said, idam tirtham brahmanti tamasa janaha atma tirtham rajananti kathang moksha varanane. It is a quote from Tantra, where Lord Shiva is telling, oh my beloved Parvati, this is a holy place. This is a holy place. Tamasic people move around because they do not know that the holiest of the holy is within you. Isn't it? Jesus said, don't you know, your body is the temple of God and God dwelleth within you. Each living body is the body of God. Living body, when I say, it is plants, animals, birds, insects, where he is not. This morning, when we went to the church, San Damiano, there we listened to the narration of a priest or whoever. In his beautiful description, he was telling that in 1225, in the year 1225, Saint Francis lived there. At that time, he was completely sick with stigmata and blind, who could not bear with the sunlight, even the light of the candle. And whatever small place they built for him, it was so cold. And in the, forget about night, in the daytime, rats and mice were making their dance. There he wrote the canticle. That was his, you can say, last works, one of the last works of his, we find. And if you have read it, he established relationship with everybody. With whom not? With earth, with rain, with the sun, with the moon, with the star, and at last with death. And he established relationship as brother and sister. my sister bodily death. My sister bodily death. Why he established brother and sister? Do you know why? Because God is the father, God is the mother. Anything created by God, including me, we are the offspring, the children. So all our brothers and sisters, so including the son and the. One day, one blind monk was traveling by train, and coincidentally, God's grace, or as it happened, a priest, Christian priest, Catholic priest was sitting next to him. It is not a story. I'll tell the name of the monk at the end. So they got introduced. He said, the priest asked, Swamiji, what do you think of Lord Jesus? He said, Lord Jesus is my nephew. He got, how come? He said, I have established friendship with God. I have established friendship with God. God is my friend. If you have read the book published by Ashram, what is the title? Relationship with God or something. Tumeva mata cha pita tumeva bandhuscha sakha tumeva. This verse. You are my mother, you are my father, you are my friend, you are my companion, you are my knowledge, you are my wisdom, wealth, you are my everything. So he said, when I have established friendship with my beloved, he's my friend, he's blind, not born. At the age of 11, he became blind. So Jesus is the Son of God, isn't it? So son of my friend. So he's my nephew. Very spontaneous, natural response. God is my friend's son, my nephew. I don't know what did the priest feel, but it is the feeling of this very, very highly exalted blind monk. His name is Swami Saranananda of Vrindavan, who lived in Vrindavan, and there is still, that ashram is there. Manav Seva Sangha in Vrindavan. Purpose of telling all this, we all have come to this holy place. How you are spending your every breath, breathing in this atmosphere of holiness, do you feel transformation within? These are the holy days I told you yesterday. These are the holy days yesterday, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next day. All these dates in India. Yesterday was the day of descendants of Mother Ganga, birthday of Mother Ganga. Yesterday. Today is the marriage of Lord Krishna with Rukmini. Like this. And tomorrow is a holiday of Muslims in India. Tomorrow. So day after tomorrow, we are going to see here, or people in Christian faith, they celebrate Pentecost. So all these holy, we are in holy place during holy days, and are we holy? Are we behaving, thinking, speaking, walking, breathing, smiling, everything with the spirit of holiness? Just think. when I came here, till yesterday, I have not thought what to speak really. I love this place. I love St. Francis from my school days. And during those days, it was not easy to find so much of literature also. And nowadays you can search internet, you can do this, do that. It was not possible. Apart from the Holy Bible, if I knew a saint, he was St. Francis in my school days, college days. I didn't know so many saints. When I came to Europe in 1994 and started living in Vienna longer, when others could know my love for St. Francis, then they brought me once here by car. I don't know exact which year, but we came from Vienna to here. Yesterday, Claudia was talking of Fontanelle. There is a village, Fontanelle. There is a picture, they took a photo of me. Fontanelle means fountain. Fountain of life. Why this is called Fontanelle? The fountain of life, fountain of divinity has entered through this place to the body. Fontanelle. So we came, that was my first trip. After that, quite a few times I have come, few retreats we have conducted. And when this retreat proposal came, I take it as wish of God. Nowadays I'm not telling, yes, I agreed. It is the wish of God that we are here. Today, somebody wrote me that St. Francis is the saint of poverty and love. St. Francis is the saint of poverty and love. You might have seen the Franciscan monks or priests when they have their robes, they have a cord, a rope hanging, and in the rope there are 3 knots. How many knots? 3 knots. The 3 knots are the vows, are the promise. The first is poverty. Second is chastity or purity. Third is obedience. Poverty, chastity, and obedience. More or less, we might have heard or read, or nowadays through electronic media, you might have. So he knows quite a lot about St. Francis. St. Francis, how many years did he live? He was born in 1881-82. He was born 1181-82. I have written it here. Yep. And the date is not clear when he was born. I read somewhere he was born in a stable. Just like Jesus, he was also born in a stable. Son of a very rich merchant. You can tell the richest person in Assisi. Yesterday, somebody was asking, how old is this city or township of Assisi? It goes centuries before Christ, and some say it is 800, 900 BC. If you visit the Italian villages, they're very historic. I don't know if you have seen today and yesterday while walking, you might have passed through the entrances, especially today. So all these commune or the community of people, those who lived, they lived in a fort-like structure. Everything inside, and because of political reason, because of wars, and so on. You heard today that Francis was a warrior. So he joined wars. Wars means not loving people. War means killing, fighting with the enemies, whomever the enemies. And he was born in a rich family, extrovert. And youthful age. The meaning of name Francis, it is from the Latin source Franciscus, which means free man. Free person, free man. He was thinking that I have my parents' wealth, I am also inheriting wealth, I'm free to spend as I want. I am handsome, youthful, I am free to move. This type of freedom is not freedom, he realized. As we heard today, he was 1 year in prison. He was 1 year in the prison because of the war, maybe. And he was kept in house arrest by his father, not to go anywhere, because they thought he's getting mad. And he found this body is a prison, this polluted mind is a prison, the temptation and all this play of mind is prison. I'm imprisoned. A free person, Francis, and earlier thinking I'm free, and now he's thinking I'm not free, and he wanted to be free. He wanted to be free, but how to be free? As we heard today, because you have heard, I'm refreshing your memory, it took 4 years for his conversion. And don't get misguided. He was a born Christian. So there was no need of conversion. Conversion means transformation. Conversion means transformation. It took 4 years for him to change himself. It is said from 1202 1202 till 1205. That was the period of struggle. You can tell depression, inner battle. And he could realize, no. When I came to West, before coming to Assisi, maybe in 1995, I watched a movie. After stopping watching movie, going to movie theater in the year 1980, then once I went in 1984 once to see one 3D movie. To see one 3D movie I went once. Sri Gurudev asked me, have you seen Gandhi? I said, no. He told, you should watch it. I watched Gandhi in 1994 October in Starksel. I watched Gandhi. I watched in one day completely, hours after hours. Gandhi was quite 2-3 hours. Then I watched Jesus of Nazareth. Then I watched one English Mahabharata, a funny, quite interesting. I watched everything one day. And then this was the next movie I watched. Somebody showed, I think I was in Hanover. It was in Hanover. Brother, Sun and Sister Moon. There I first saw, it is dramatization, but still then, to see St. Francis in movie. And I remembered the music. The title song, Brother, Sun, Sister Moon. Another song, if you want your dreams to be, take your step, go slowly. So we need transformation. Transformation of what? Our ashram has published a book. I don't know how many of you have read. A transformation of the heart. We have to transform our heart. We have to change our attitude. Today I told somebody, will you go with empty hands and loaded heart with all negativities, anger, emotion, frustration, unhappiness? Or you want to change yourself? Sri Gurudev told, to change yourself, it doesn't take time. He gave the example, to change yourself, how long does it take? Switch on light. The moment it takes to switch on, that is the time it takes to change your life. So Sri Gurudev told, it takes a moment's time to change. Sri Gurudev told, in his own humorous way or funny way of explanation, one inhalation in the fontanel, one liberation. As if liberation is 1, 2, 3, 4. But he told, meaning, the moment you are there, you are free. Next moment you forget. Then we are in bondage. We are, for example, here. We are in one state of mind. Once this is over, today it was interesting. You all walked, I felt you all observed silence. I didn't hear so much of talking. If at all anybody talked, very soft and quiet. I didn't hear anybody talking. I also didn't talk. So, do you know what happens? People come to ashrams and I'm telling you, especially in West, meditation class very beautiful, satsang fine. In the dining hall, oh God, it becomes a restaurant. Nowadays, I'm coming once in a while to the dining hall. I came to know about this trouble. It was in one of the ashrams when one long time disciple said, Baba, you should come every day to dining hall. I asked why? Because there is so silence today. Sri Gurudev told, taking food is meditation. Taking food is meditation. Putting the food in the mouth in proper way, it should not fall on your garment or below. Chewing the food, tasting the food, every moment in God consciousness. Life is so beautiful. Such a beautiful gift God has given. But how are we living? Think again and again. Let us come to both St. Francis and St. Clare. They knew each other before because it is a small place. And both came from very prominent families, both. St. Francis, some say that there was also marriage proposal. And Clare told, no, straight. I don't want to hear about marriage. I don't want to marry. I don't want to hear about marriage. My life is for God. Do you know what is the meaning of the name Clare? In Italian they call?
Chiara.
Again,
Chiara.
you heard it. Chiara. Spelling correct, I hope. And Latin word is clara. Latin word is clara. Clarity, brightness, effulgence. Clarity means clear in thinking, clear in understanding, clear in speaking, clarity. Do we really love St. Francis? Do we really love St. Clare? We should have, if we, then the first condition is clarity. Second condition is goal is freedom. And the middle, the three vows, poverty. Oh God. We are so much attached to food, to bed, to poverty. The first step to poverty is simplicity. First step to poverty is simplicity. Do you know, poverty doesn't mean that you give up everything and go on begging. St. Francis did, but I'm not talking of that. He walked barefoot. You cannot imagine in snow, cold winter, you have to walk barefoot to go begging. They are going to beg. That's nothing. They possess nothing. I'm not talking of that hardship. Do you know, many followers of St. Francis during his time also told, we cannot follow your strict rules. It is too much. Some they objected, we cannot follow this. This is the obedience. However, simplicity, to make our life simple. You'll ask, I'll tell you what is simple, what is simplicity. I was, nowadays I'm not traveling so much as I was traveling before. So I hope next year I'll travel less. And sometimes I think not to travel at all. However, so when I was traveling, people, they want to cook. They want to know what to cook. So somebody telephoned. It is in West. What can I cook for you? I said, look, I don't eat this. Then you cook. Then the question was, or the remark was, I was thinking that you are a simple person. Now I see you are a complicated person. I said, why? You could simply say, you cook this, my problem is over. I told, you are not understanding me. I told you, except these few things, you cook anything. I gave complete freedom to you. You didn't understand. Do you think I am simple or you are simple? And I will not tell you cook this. Do you know why? Because everywhere I have to eat that. Because it will be relayed. So everywhere I'll have to eat eggplant, because, or Corella, everywhere. No, I will not tell. And to be very honest, I have no preference. You cook. Whatever you like, you cook. Only don't use this. That's simple. Simplicity is accepting God's will. Whatever comes, okay. Gurudev used to sing, I don't know the complete song, one verse I remember. Jodi chaho rekho dukhe, bolibo na rekho sukhe, tumi jaha bhalo buঝো তাই করিও, আমি যে শিব তাহা বুঝিতে দিও। বলিব না rekho sukhe, I'll not tell, give me prosperity, happiness. I'll not tell. Jodi chaho rekho dukhe, if you want to keep me in trouble, keep it. তুমি যাহা ভালো বুঝো তাই করিও. Whatever you think good, do it. In other words, Jesus said, thy will be done. But I have one request. Help me to realize I belong to you and you belong to me. Help me. Simplicity, the first step towards poverty, is accepting God, adjusting life. Do you know? There is a proverb. It is a communist proverb. Proletariats of the world unite. You know this? In India, there is beggars union. Can you imagine this beggars union? Can you think of it? The beggars have union. So it is not a story, it is the real happening. Nowadays it is decreasing a lot. I'm telling it is a story of 35 years ago. In Cuttack there is a temple of Divine Mother. And a row of beggars would sit, because people used to go to the Divine Mother's temple. When they come, they put some coins, some charity. So many people, they want to feed poor people. My son's birthday, my father's death anniversary, like this on special occasion, they call Narayana Seva, serving the poor as presence of God. So they go to this temple front to find no, they're begging to, can you come to this place for food? So, oh, go talk to our leader. So they have leader. And when you go to the leader will ask, what is the menu? Huh? What is the menu? Then he will ask, after food, what is the gift? Because it is a tradition in India, you feed people and after food give some gift. After food, what is the gift? So if you tell this, he said, okay, we have another place we'll go. They have the ability to bargain, the beggars. When St. Francis was working with his companions, fellow brothers, I think they had a group of 12. So they're walking, going from door to door, begging. The rich man's son. He renounced. And his way of, he didn't join any monastery. He didn't go for understanding what it is, nothing. And he said, if my father is telling that he wants what? Money. He's asking for, even I'm giving these clothes away. I don't know if you could just picturize in your mind, standing in presence of hundreds and taking his all clothes out and giving in front of the bishop, telling, let everything, I'm going. Who can do this? We are in the city, the birthplace, place of sadhana, place of his contemplation, meditation, prayer, his seva. Do you know? Being born in rich family, so surely in the beginning he was proud of riches. He must not have loved so much poor people. This is my assumption in the beginning. But Claire was different. From the very beginning, she was clear of her, two things, piety and charity, which she inherited from her mother. Because she was following her mother, whatever her mother was doing, she was following. And St. Francis was not liking lepers in the beginning. Today, while coming back, I showed one statue to Paripurna. I told Paripurna, because I was not talking, I asked who. He looked, he didn't understand. I think it was a leper. Its finger toes are gone, the hands, the statue. I think it is my imagination. So he didn't like in the beginning, but what he did at the end. The first step to poverty is simplicity, to make our life simple. To make our life simple. Simple in our lifestyle. I'm not telling, today you went and saw the place where Claire was sleeping. I don't know if you observed that corner, it is enclosed. And she was sleeping on straw mat. I think straw mat is not the present mattress. Making straw, in India we have grass mats. We make it roll, thin grass mats. Straw mat. And you think, how many? 800 years ago? How cold it would have been? How poverty. Poverty in spirit. And do you know, whatever St. Francis made these vows, 3 vows, do this, he didn't do anything new. He brought it from gospel. He brought all these things from the gospel and he wanted to live. He wanted to live with that. To live as Jesus wanted, to live with that spirit. My loving ones, one night is gone and 4 more nights left. And if you really want to reflect upon St. Francis, St. Clare, or Jesus, or Mother Mary, just keep in your mind how they lived, how they walked, how they went to beg. And in your hometown, if you are going and becoming a monk somewhere and begging, nobody knows. In your hometown, you'll go begging. Second step to poverty after simplicity is contentment. Contentment. I went and begged this much of food, I'm happy. Contentment. And do you know, those who are content, they are never poor. Those who are content, they are never poor. I remember one English poem I read in my school book, The Enchanted Shirt. I don't remember who was the author, The Enchanted Shirt. Once upon a time, there was a king. He was all the time unhappy. Nobody could make him happy. The doctors, counselors, advisors, philosophers, they tried to make him happy, but none could do this. Then one person came and he told, I will tell the way to make him happy. If you can borrow the shirt from a happy man, and if the king can wear that shirt, he will be happy. So they were searching for a happy man because the king was happy to hear that there is a remedy and believed. And then they found one man was happy and they asked him, can we borrow your shirt? He said, I have no shirt. That was the theme of that poem I read in my school book, in the textbook. Contentment. And in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord said, Santushtam Satatam, constantly in every situation to be content. In Sanskrit, there is a saying, Asantushta, Dvijanasta, discontent. Wise people, they're doomed. Wise person and discontent, it cannot be. Contentment. Simplicity, making the mind, do you know, in the Bible it is said, make your way straight to God. Somewhere it is written, make your way straight to God. So somebody said, sit straight, make your way straight to God, sitting straight. So Peter was told that Pragyananji will reach God quicker than him because his spine is long and my spine is short. One day he told this. You remember? He told he his weight is short, my weight long. So in humor he was so simplicity is not to think too much, unnecessary thoughts, unnecessary worries, unnecessary emotion, unnecessary frustration, unnecessary. Oh, God has given the mind to think of God. God has given mouth to speak of God. God has given eyes to see God. God has given ears to hear, listen to this divine sound. Early morning, such beautiful chirping of birds. And here is a place you can't hear traffic noise or anything, nothing. So much of calmness. And early morning, it's a cool breeze. So beautiful. Love God. What more? We are in holy place. We are pilgrims. In traditional pilgrimage in Hindu way, do you know what they did? To sleep on the floor. I'm not telling you to sleep on the floor, to sleep on the floor. And to follow lots of disciplines. I'm not going to tell all these rules. So nowadays people go to Kumbh Mela. In Kumbh Mela, you'll be surprised to hear air-conditioned tents. And there was tent, you can see the sky. Oh God, 1,500 euros per day and night to pay. People are paying, going on pilgrimage. This is pilgrimage or, however, this is the most holy place. Make your heart the altar of God. Make your mind singing the glory of God. We are here, we are going, walking. Even going from here to the other, we are in holy place, this in monastery. Do you know, at least for few days, let us live like residents of monastery. Today I heard that in San Damiano, 12 persons are living. They take care of everything. Cleaning, everything. Whatever you see, it is done by those 12 people. Here we are staying in monasteries. Everything is done by few like this. Let us be really more disciplined, organized, devotional, humble. What more? Let us close our eyes for a moment. With deep love, let us think of God. Through our breath, let us love God. We are in pilgrimage, but our real pilgrimage is to be remaining in the fontanel, remaining in our heart, remaining in our soul. Francis means to three person, and clear is clarity, brightness. Let us be clear of our life, our goal. Let us put our effort to be free. God has given this opportunity to transform our life. Let us put a sincere and determined effort to change our life. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to Mother Mary, Saint Joseph, Lord Jesus. I bow to all the saints and sages of all times and all places, and especially here I bow to Saint Clare and Saint Francis. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you. I bow to the entire creation. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity everywhere. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Let all be happy. Sarve santu niramayaha. Let all be healthy. Sarve bhadrani pasyantu. Let all be noble. Ma kaschit dukkha bhak bhavet. Let there be no suffering, no misery. We'll chant Mahamrutyunjaya mantra 3 times for people suffering in any form, whether our friend and relative, family members, or anyone. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanan Mrityurmukhiyamamrutat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanan Mrityurmukhiyamamrutat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanan Mrityurmukhiyamamrutat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all.